Good afternoon. It is exciting to be here today for so many reasons. My name is Sharon Smith. I'm with the Public Works Department, and myself and some other folks here at Public Works have been working for a very long time to see an increase in the number of times our residents' recycling is picked up. So we're very excited. I really want to welcome everybody who's here. We're glad to have some members of the media here. I believe we have elected officials here. Councilman O'Connell, thank you, sir. I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the Public Works Director, Mark Sturdivant. I also want to thank the Tennessee Department of Environment Conservation, the Deputy Commissioner, the Recycling Partnership that we have representatives here today, and their partner, Love Beauty Planet, for helping to make this possible. It was last year during our budget hearing with the mayor, one of the most exciting moments of my life, where at I know it's sort of sad, where at the end he asked about recycling, and I was so excited because it wasn't like one of the topics we had come necessarily prepared to ask, and I told him a little bit about what we had been working on and trying to do with the state and with the Recycling Partnership, and he said at that time we'd like to look into that further, and challenged us to look for grant funding to help offset some of the cost. So that was a little over a year ago, and now here we are today to be able to share with Nashville and all of you that we will be receiving almost $2.8 million from government, from the nonprofit, and from the corporate sector to help fund Nashville's curbside recycling program. This investment, I think, not only shows Nashville's dedication to the environment, but also to our neighborhoods, and ensuring that our neighborhoods are livable and have sustainable programs like recycling that people can really develop a habit around. At this time, I would like to introduce Rob Taylor, who's with the Recycling Partnership.
Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Mayor Briley. It's an honor to be here in celebration of this important development in Metro Nashville's recycling program. I'm here representing the Recycling Partnership, and we're a national nonprofit, and our mission is to work with communities across the country to enhance public recycling efforts. We do this work in collaboration with partners like the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation, and like with the government of Nashville and the Metro government of Nashville and Davidson County. The combined grant funding that we're presenting today is a perfect example of how partnership can drive change. The Recycling Partnership works to bring together stakeholders to advance recycling. This project is going to result in an important development. It's going to be a big win for the Nashville community, and it's also going to be a big win for the greater recycling economy in Tennessee and the Southeast. This investment is going to facilitate increased access to recycling across Davidson County, and it's going to enhance communication about how to recycle properly. We're going to be working with the staff to really grow recovery across this region. I'd like to specifically thank Mayor Briley, who Sharon recognized a moment ago, because of his leadership, and that's really helped make this possible. I'd also like to thank TDEC, both the staff and the leadership of TDEC, because their creative work to leverage state dollars for an important project like this really is a great example of how state can help invest in recycling. The partnership works with states across the country, and we like to hold TDEC up as an example that other states could follow. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge the support from Love Beauty and Planet. Their commitment to this project shows an important investment and support of community and of the environment. So thank you very much. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate and to look forward to supporting recycling in Nashville.
Thank you. Nashville is working to be a leader in the state for waste reduction. And what people often don't realize is to do that, you do need a lot of help. And the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation over the last 2 years has provided not only almost just a little over $900,000 for various programs here in Nashville, to include our waste characterization study, which was part of our solid waste master plan, our backyard composting workshops, where we've had people just on waiting lists trying to get into those classes, education and outreach, the rehab of our oldest permanent household hazardous waste facility. This type of investment, not just in money, but also in the staff time of TDEC personnel to help Nashville and to help the other cities, has been so important, and it is something we appreciate so much. And I really want to thank the commissioner for all that his staff has done and all that the state has done to help us. And at this time, I would like to introduce Greg Young, the Deputy Commissioner of TDEC.
Thank you. Again, my name is Greg Young. I am the Deputy Commissioner for the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation, and newly minted Deputy Commissioner. And I want to first also recognize the great stakeholders in the room and Mayor Briley and others for their leadership. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I tell people this is the fun part of my job, is giving out money. Our mission is really to protect and improve and promote health and environmental quality throughout the state. And one way we carry this out is providing these types of grants to encourage reduction of landfill waste and then the reuse of recovered materials. And to that end, we're very proud to be able to partner with the city of Nashville and provide this grant. It's a culmination of over a year and a half of building a relationship between the recycling partnership and the city, and so this is a very good end result here. Fortunately, this grant will double the amount of recycling pickups to twice monthly, which provides a greater opportunity for folks in Nashville to recycle. And admittedly, while we've seen some ups and downs in the market for recycling, in Tennessee, the recycling economy remains strong. There's been some studies that have shown Tennessee actually still has a significant amount of money going towards recycling, and a significant amount of jobs that the recycling economy supports. Again, the equipment provided in this grant will double the amount of recycling pickups in the city, and helps ensure a steady supply of clean, recovered materials to support that growing recycling economy. Again, congratulations to the City of Nashville and the Recycling Partnership. Thank you.
It is not every city that has a mayor that not only cares about waste reduction, but actually knows a lot about waste management and solid waste in general, which can be a little intimidating when you meet with him, because if you say something that's not accurate, he'll know. And it's not every city that has a mayor that cares about sustainability, but also wants to fund programs that get us closer towards our sustainability goals. So it is my pleasure to introduce our mayor and our waste reduction superhero, Mayor Briley.
Oh, thanks. I wasn't expecting that. Greg, thanks to TDEC and to Governor Lee for his support of Nashville in getting this grant funding here to Nashville. To Mark Sturdivant and to Sharon Smith at Public Works, thank you for everything you're doing to make sure we can move forward in this regard. To Rob at the Recycling Partnership, Rob Taylor, thank you very much for coming to Nashville to help us here with this. These two grants, which are going to get close to $2.8 million, are going to let Councilman Freddie O'Connell and me deliver on something great for Nashville. I was on the council when we first started curbside recycling a few years ago. And ever since, we have had demand from certain parts of town to increase it to twice a month. And so I'm proud that today the city of Nashville is in a position at long last to expand curbside recycling in Nashville. 139,000 households here in Nashville will now get curbside recycling twice a month. And a lot of people have been asking for that for a very long time. That's because people know that recycling is important to sustainability, it's good economically, and it's important for our city to lead our region in that regard, frankly. That's because, believe it or not, landfills get full. And in Middle Tennessee right now, we have a critical point where the Middle Point landfill over in Rutherford County is not going to have room for very long. So even if you didn't think it was great to recycle just inherently, you should know that right now we're running out of space in our landfill. And so recycling is an important component that we're going to utilize to keep our city running effectively in the years to come. It'll improve the quality of life in every one of our neighborhoods as we expand recycling. Now, I have learned in my life here in Nashville that if something good happens, 9 times out of 10 it's a public-private partnership. And this is clearly one of those instances. TDEC, with the $2.3 million grant to the city of Nashville, is one of our most important partners. And the recycling partnership and Love, Beauty, and Planet with the $506,000 grant is really of critical importance to this city. So I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank Public Works for making sure that this issue came to light in the budget hearing, to pushing hard to get this grant funding, because it adds to the workload when you're trying to get departments to go out there and get these resources together. With this help, this $2.8 million, Nashville will be a more sustainable city. I know there's a lot of pent-up demand for recycling here in Nashville, and I want everybody in our city to understand that we heard you, we're getting to work, and curbside recycling is going to expand in the city of Nashville. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.